Woo, woo!
Oh, nice. So he takes precious moments and makes them into juggalos. Very I have seen those before. Yeah, no, those are awesome, man. Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, show me your butthole. I gotta get one of those ones. Show me your butthole.
Oh, that's
in
an
a heart.
ornament for your tree.
Yeah, that's cool as Nice. Nicely done. And that what is that at?
Precious Juggalos.
Just Precious Juggalos.
Precious _ Juggalos.
Underscored. You see, that's important.
Do you ever turn to listen to shovel wine from Precious Juggalos? I've got nothing and everything on well he paints. He's the one of those figure drinkers and the traumatic juggerful. Neurotic to the paintbrush, no doubt about it. Sometimes they give himself the creeps. His chat on YouTube is always getting. Sometimes.
Whoa! Wow, we almost didn't make it out of that opening, did we? Whoa. Are we okay? Is everything here? Are we live? Is this a thing? Hopefully if it is, I'll just play along with it. My name's Shovel of Precious Juggalos, and welcome to a random Saturday stream where we're just gonna hang out and typically the last few weeks I've been using Saturdays and Sundays to work on pieces specifically for the Gathering of the Juggalos. Today I did not get myself prepared, so we're not going to worry about that. We're just gonna wing it, dude. We're just gonna wing it. We're just gonna hang out. We're gonna have fun. I'm gonna keep working on the piece for Longbones that we started yesterday. Dalton Shoulders, good to see you. Good to see Shayna. Good to see Pops and Kendra and Longbones. And I'm sure I'm missing somebody. Kendra, I said Kendra. I also said Kendra. Still saying Kendra. Kendra, good to see you. Yeah, all right. Happy Saturday. So I'll be honest with you. The whole Labubu thing, it was very cool. I'm very happy. They sold and everything's good, right? I just get into my head about things sometimes, and I feel like I've done that with this, because everybody wants them, right? Everybody wants more painted Labubus. They want Juggaboobos, Juggabaloos, whatever you want to call them. So I want to make people happy. You know, I want to take care of people that want a certain thing. But I got to tell you, those things are expensive and elusive. They're kind of hard to find. And when you do find them, you know, they're not necessarily legitimate. So there's just, and the gathering is like looming over my head. So yeah, I need to just chill out is what I need to do. So on the Labubu front, I'm not going to worry about it until after the Gathering of the Juggalos, okay? So if anybody here is worried about me or worried about that, I'm not going to paint any more of them until we're back from the Gathering and everything is kind of settled down. And then we'll get serious about it. Yeah, Pops, they sold in 30 minutes. They sold within 30 minutes, and I didn't even announce that they were available. So the demand is there. I asked on Facebook if more people wanted them, and it was a resounding yes.
Good job, Shovel.
From a lot of people.
Mwah. Love you.
Thank you, Ronnie. Also good to see you, Ronnie. So yeah, anyway, it's a weird thing. I'm trying not to get like, it's a cool thing. It's a cool thing when something is really popular. But this kind of happened with the Boogie Woogie Woos, also with the Christmas ornaments last year, where I do something that's like a one and done, and then people just freak out over it and love it so much, and that feels really good. That's something to get really proud and warm and fuzzy about. And then you wake up and you're like, oh crap, I need to make more of those and more of those and more of those and more of those. And I really struggle with the maintaining my sanity and enjoying what I do, and balancing that with demand and turning into a factory that's just churning stuff out. It's a struggle for me, just to be honest. And that's nothing to like, oh, feel bad for me for. It's just the reality of this business and my thinking. A little backstory on me. I did used to work in comedy, improv comedy, some stand-up comedy, and I would not really say a joke if I didn't think it was funny. I wouldn't deliver a line if I didn't think it was funny. That's why I struggled with being an actor. I would kind of have to vary things a little bit to keep the funny for me. But yeah, so that's just kind of in my brain of I don't like repeating things. If I lose the joy of the thing, then I hate the thing, and I never want to do or touch it again. So knowing myself, I kind of have to keep things at a certain distance and a certain tempo, or I don't want Precious Juggalos to like become something I hate doing, frankly. I started doing this just because it was fun for me, and I want to keep it in that headspace. Anyway, there we go. That's digging deep into the brain of Shovel.
Brother, this guy stinks!
Yeah, sometimes I do. Ask my wife. Good to see you, Don Chaos. Happy Saturday. I hope you enjoyed your walk today. All right, let's, what am I drinking today? Well. It ain't Faygo. It ain't Faygo. I'll tell you what it is, though. I'll tell you what it is. You probably wouldn't be too surprised at this. It looks like, It looks like this. Oh, it looks like a, looks like I didn't turn my camera on. Hey, wake up. There it is. That's what it looks like. It looks like somebody went to Taco Bell today. Do you know why I went to Taco Bell today? Because I was celebrating. I dropped off the Labubu package at the post office today, so I took myself out for lunch. You want tuberculosis? I don't recommend it, Bad Seed. It's not a good idea. And I tell you that as a employee of the health department. Tuberculosis is bad. Very, very bad. You don't want it. Now, I will say Taco Bell, on the other hand, that's a winner every time. Except today. So, yeah. So today I went to Taco Bell. I'll talk about this while we start painting. If you remember right, this is Lilith. We started this yesterday. Lilith in the style of Ringmaster. Also, if you're interested, the vertical stream is going now if you prefer that. Lilith in the style of Ringmaster for our buddy Longbones. And we need to get back to work on it. All right, so I went to Taco Bell today. Shout out Taco Bell. And I was thinking, you know, I could get the $5 box, but I'm here to celebrate. Let me get something a little special. So I was going to splurge, and I was going to get myself the Burrito Supreme and Taco Supreme meal. Because that, you know, that sounded like a good idea. Because I do like that. And it's been a while since I had a Burrito Supreme. But I was looking through the menu and I was like, wait. There's a combo with a steak, grilled cheese burrito, and taco, and it's, you know, just 50 cents different from the Burrito Supreme. Yeah, let's do that. I could do a steak burrito. That sounds like a good idea. Yeah, I forgot I kind of hate the whole concept of the grilled cheese burrito from Taco Bell. It just isn't. The execution just kind of sucks. The cheese is like oily, and I just don't enjoy that. To me, I want the cheese. I like the idea of the cheese wrapper on a burrito, around a burrito, but I want it to be a little crispy. I want it to have a little crispiness of a grilled cheese. You know what I mean? Not just the gooey. Grilled steak stuffed burrito, yes, is good. The grilled cheese steak burrito, slight difference. I'm not really into it. I forgot that I tried it when they first started doing it a couple of years back, or a few years back. It's probably been longer than it's probably been 20 years, and I don't even remember. Hey, Crystal Bird, always lovely to see you in the chat.
Woo, woo!
So yeah, I don't know. I thought maybe they had changed their ingredients or their process a little bit. Maybe it improved with time. So I gave it a shot today, and I did not really like it. Ooh, just my opinion. That was a pretty clear burp. That was a pretty clear burp. Also, you know, because we're pretty open about everything around here. It gave me the squirts. I came right home and went right to the toilet. Not my favorite thing on a Saturday. Anyway, I hope y'all are having a good Saturday. I hope whatever you have planned today, if you haven't already achieved it, I hope you achieve it by the time the day is past. I started the day packing up some Labubu's. I also did sign them. I forgot to do that last night. Thankfully, I thought of that after the fact. Signed them. I also wrapped up a streamer that I like on YouTube and Twitch. His name is Hey Barnby. That's the name of the channel. He live streams while he plays DayZ. It's a video game, and I like it a whole lot. He's pretty funny. He's British. He did a 24-hour live stream of playing DayZ, and he was fundraising for testing young people for like congenital heart diseases. No, we are not going to update the map today. We'll update it on Monday. Good question. But yeah, I think in my mind, Saturdays are just kind of, you know, on a whim, goofing off. So we'll leave the programmed things like the map update for the weekdays, if that makes sense. In my mind of a former broadcaster, someone that worked in broadcasting, it just kind of makes sense. Kind of fits the programming. Oh, and also I should say that streamer that I was watching, his goal was pretty mind-blowing. His goal was to raise $10,000, like I said, for that medical testing for heart disease in children. And he raised that $10,000 in just the first couple hours. So he kept extending the goal. He ended up breaking $25,000 this morning. It was pretty amazing. I may or may not have gotten a little emotional. I think quite a few people did in the stream. I was lucky enough to be there when he started the stream yesterday, and then when he finished up his 24 hours today. It was nice to see. Yeah, Bad Seed. You know. Sometimes, doing good things for people. It hits me in the feelings. Also, I was kind of up in my feelings anyway. I already talked about the Labubu thing, so that kind of had me already kind of feeling a whole lot of things. I also got a completely random message from an old friend of mine that I kind of had a falling out with. It's a long story. Basically, we were childhood friends. We ended up being roommates in Chicago when I moved to Chicago to pursue a comedy career. Both he and I were pretty young. We moved there, both of us, when we were 20 years old. Turned 21 while we were there. Both of us just completely lost focus on the reasons why we went there, and instead started pursuing everything wrong. Girls and booze and yada yada yada. So we kind of ended up on bad terms by the time it was all said and done. I've tried to bury the hatchet with him a few times in the last 25 years. And have never really heard back from him. Well, last night he messaged me. And we chatted for a bit. He wants to call me. He wants to have a real heart-to-heart, not via messaging. He wants to have an actual phone conversation. He's had some things come up in his life that, have been kind of scary recently medically. And it's just kind of, I don't know, brought everything to light, brought a new perspective to his life. And he wants to reconnect, and he wants to make good on everything that happened between us, which is great to me. I'll tell you that. He and I had our falling out, whatever. We were kids. I gave up on hating the guy a long time ago. So it'll be good. I'm really looking forward to talking to him. He and I were acting partners back in the day. We did TV stuff together. I don't know if I ever mentioned that. I used to do a little bit of TV stuff when I was a teenager. Nothing too crazy. Aha! Yes! 100% Crystal, 100%. Yeah, when you look down the barrel of death and all that death has to bear, yeah, it definitely changes your perspective a little bit. It definitely makes you realize there are way more important things in life beyond stupid things, Was I ever on a TV show, or was it commercials? So, yeah, nothing that great, Pops, to be perfectly honest. I was primarily doing public access stuff. So we produced our own TV show back in the day as kids. It was, I think we started when I was like 12 or 13. It's weird. It's weird, Pops. And actually, kind of proud of it. What my buddy and it was Jerome, the guy that contacted me, isn't the one I started doing TV with. We just brought him on after we kind of got established. Hold on, gonna drink some Taco Bell. But yeah, so the guy I started the TV show with, we both were like making our own movies back in the day using, remember the old VHS cameras, the big video cassette cameras, and then you could dub things. If you had more than one VCR, you could cut things together. Is that command not working, Ronnie? What the heck, dude? Oh, there it goes. Okay, good. Oh, well, it worked. Yeah, okay, it worked. Never mind. So yeah, we started a public access TV show, and then it turned into an accredited program through our high school, and it's still a thing today, where high school kids can take a television broadcasting class and get credit for it. And that all started as just me and a friend just goofing off. So that's a pretty cool thing. If that was the only legacy I had to leave on this world, I could hang my hat on that and be a happy man. But, you know, here we are. Establishing another legacy. Or maybe it's the Labubu's. Maybe this will be the legacy. I don't know. But I think you understand what I'm saying, Pops. You know, you want to be able to hang your hat on something. That your life had some kind of meaning, that you did contribute in some way. And if I had nothing else, I would feel fine with the TV show. Anyway. Excuse me while I burp. I burped twice, by the way. Stone. Okay. So, like I said, I think we're going to turn this into a stone. Excellent work, Ronnie! Ronnie with the massive, massive talents. Hey, Spirit Hunter.
Woo woo!
Oh, I was actually kind of away from the microphone, Ronnie, so I didn't know if you could even hear them. Good to see you today, Spirit. I am painting, sir. I am painting. It's also Saturday, so, you know, it's kind of a goof-off day anyway. I've got nowhere to... Well, I do have somewhere to be. I've got somewhere I need to be at 4 o'clock, my time. So we'll go... we'll go for another hour and a half, maybe. And then yeah, I'll have to sign off. But still, it's time well spent, I think. Even a little bit like that. I wish I could do like a 6-hour stream. But what I need to go do is actually a cool thing. It's a wedding shower for one of my cousins, so that's cool. Or, wait, my cousin's kid. Yeah, it's my cousin's kid, whatever that is. Whatever that is, I never know. Second cousin. I will. Oh, yeah, that question of how's everyone doing? I'm a little tired too. So a package arrived for me today. And this really is a bummer. The cousin, so it's my female cousin's daughter. Does that make sense? What am I doing? Oh yeah, I was going to show you a picture. So a package arrived for me today. I've been talking to someone through Messenger. They have some pieces that are really important to he and his wife. His plan was to secretly send some things to me, have me paint them, and then get them back before his wife would even notice. But that didn't really work out, so he ended up telling his wife. So it's not going to be a surprise, but hopefully she doesn't watch the stream. So this is what arrived. It's a little little problematic. I think you can see that there are definitely some problems here. Yeah, so they are completely... There is one piece that is not broken at all. And it's just a little baby. A small precious moment. But the other three are totally broken. And I think I can repair them. I think. The problem is they're more recent precious moments. Yeah, well, so Longbones, they don't want them, like, customized into, like, murder scenes or anything. They want the original pieces just with face paint, you know, like, basic. So yeah, I think I can repair them. They're much newer precious moments, and I'm sure, hopefully you're not too terribly aware like I am, but precious moments are not really as good as they used to be. They're not made with the same quality, so the ceramic is like really thin. Ronnie, yeah, so I sent him the pictures. I told him, do not tell your wife, do not show her these pictures. I don't want her to even know that they got broken. I'm kind of hoping I can fix them, get them sent to them, she can fall in love with them, and then after the fact he can say, yeah, and he actually had to fix them. Then I think that would help dull the pain, because she really does have a connection to the pieces, because one is like a wedding piece, one is like a husband and wife on the couch watching TV eating pizza piece. They're all like big life moment pieces that I kind of get the feeling they tell the tale of their relationship. And my wife and I have collectibles that are kind of like that too. Nobody wants those to get broken, you know. So yeah, I don't want her to panic at all. And honestly, if I can't fix them, and I don't plan on telling him this, I'm just, I want them to be happy. If I can't fix them, I'll probably quietly replace them, and just buy the same identical pieces, because I can probably find them relatively cheap if I don't already have them in my back stock. Yeah, Ronnie, that's true. That's true, and I think that is something that we all need to come to terms with as well. That our legacy is our the way that we treat people, how good of a person, a human, we have been. So yeah, I do. I agree with that, Ronnie. That is a thing. I hate chores too, Shayna. Absolutely. Did you tell them they weren't broken until you set them? Did I tell them? Spirit, that picture I just showed you, I sent to the guy that I've been, that they belong to. Because, I didn't want to send them back and then have them say, hey, dude, there's cracks in these. If I can repair them, they should be they should look good on the shelf. But if you look close, obviously you'll still see the cracks from the breaks. I can professionally repair them, but they're never going to be perfect. I'm not like a museum quality restorer. But I try. No, right off the. Yeah, it will. Right out of the gate, I told him straight up what happened. Because, like I said, I didn't want him to think that I switched anything or screwed him in some way. So yeah, I try to be pretty upfront about things like that. Yeah, Spirit. You could have done that. That's not really how I operate. Yeah, that's the way I kind of live too, Pops. In fact, I used to work in the trucking industry. I don't know if anybody here has ever worked in trucking, but it's kind of an industry standard that in the trucking industry, people just lie. Just no qualms about it. They just lie about everything. And pretty much at every level. The truck drivers lie, the dispatchers lie, the company owners lie, the truck leasing companies lie. Everybody just lies. The freight forwarders lie. And, that just doesn't sit well with me. So I was never that way in the various different roles I had. I was always of the opinion that it was just best just to, if a truck broke down, just tell people, truck broke down. You don't need to lie. Trucks do break down. Trucks get skid flats. Trailers get skid flats. It happens. Brakes lock up, It's just part of business. So why try to pretend like it doesn't happen? If we're late by 2 hours because we missed a delivery and we're behind schedule, tell the client. It's all right. Stuff happens too. Yeah, pretty much, Ronnie. Pretty much. And I don't like that. I don't like that. Not a fan of that style of business. So yeah, my supervisor and then the president of the company that I worked for, when I first started and I was just telling everybody the truth about whatever was happening, they did not like that, and they kept trying to coach me to say other things, and I just wouldn't. And then, oddly enough, after working at it for a couple of years, a crazy thing happened. I built trust with my customers. Oh, nice, Don. Lucky you, dude. Texas Roadhouse is bomb. Love it. But yeah, I built customer loyalty, and I ended up being the top in my field. I brought in so much money for that company, literally millions of dollars. Landed some pretty whale accounts because of the way I did business. So I was getting some pretty fat bonuses, and suddenly, the president started asking me to train people. And what did I teach them? Tell the truth. Wild concept. Yeah, so Spirit knows what I'm talking about, too. Spirit, how many times did you accidentally sleep in and miss your alarm? And when it happened, did you call your dispatcher and claim some nonsense? Or did you just say, yeah, it's my bad, I overslept, I drove too much yesterday. You ought to know that, you dispatched me. That was part of it, too. Reciprocating the truth. Why not? What's up, dude? What is up? Good to see you today. Happy Saturday.
Woo, woo!
Good old why not? Good old why not? Oh, that's a good one. Isn't it, Crystal? It really is. Why not is... Dang it. It's not Magnolia. That's not... Dang it. Why not? What's your daughter's name? I just forgot again. I'm so sorry. If she's watching, I'm sorry. I forgot your name. It's not Magnolia. It's a really pretty name, though. I just can't remember it. Amelia! That's it. Daggum. See, Magnolia was close. Amelia! Is she watching? Hi, Amelia. Happy Saturday. Hope you're having a great day. Oh yeah, I'll admit mistakes all the time. Yes, I've had to pay lumpers before, Spirit. Yes. And I've had some very unfortunate lumpers. Also, hey, whoop whoop Amelia. Yeah.
Woo woo!
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's another thing about trucking, you know, is all the logistics. I mean, it's called logistics. Planning all those things to come together and happen all at once, getting the dock, getting the truck, getting the lumper, getting all of those things organized to happen at the exact same time. That's not easy. That's really not easy. And if anything goes wrong, even slightly, it screws the whole thing up, and then you have to try to re-coordinate, and it just, you know, it can spiral. And some people just don't grasp that in trucking. Why are we talking about trucking? That's my fault. I did that. That's mine. I did that. That's my fault. That's my fault. Let's change the subject. How about this?
Send them to the slaughterhouse!
Yeah, Spirit. That's another way to do it. Yeah, we sometimes we would need to cross dock stuff, loads. And we didn't technically have a cross dock. So we would you know, cross docking, there's kind of an accepted fee for that, so we would charge that fee and then I would just do it myself. I wasn't afraid to sweat a little bit. Cross dock, yes they are. Yeah. I always thought it would have been cool to have to run a cross docking operation, because I don't know, that kind of like repetitive movement I kind of like. I would still want to have a troop of young, dumb muscle under me that could take over. But every now and again, it'd be nice to go out and chuck a couple boxes myself. You know? You know? Man, you really never know what we're going to talk about on these streams. Yeah, cross docks, they are busy, always moving. I mean, obviously, but they're in pretty high demand. Excuse me. When I was working for the trucking company, Spirit, it's when the Fed regulations changed from paper logs to digital. A lot of drivers quit because you can't fudge digital like you can paper. They had built their careers on fudging that paper, Whoop. Does that still not look right? It's the tip of her finger. Right there. There we go. And that tip. Oh. Fago break, but it's actually a taco break. Uh-oh. Don't worry, it's coming. There it is. Fago break really put itself on a break there. Alright. Here's what I want to try to do, okay? I want to try to dry brush some yellow. Oh, good question. Yeah, everybody that's in the
Very
YouTube.
nice.
Have you donated your thumbs to the cause, to the great cause of growing this channel? All it takes is your thumbs. Just give me your thumbs, man. Come on. Don't be weird about it. Just give me your thumbs. Come on. Give them to me. I like thumbs.
I like turtles.
And thumbs. Give me your thumbs. All right? I'm not going to do anything weird with them. I'll take care of them. I'll take care of your thumbs. I'm a caring guy. Come on. Give me your thumbs.
Stop it. Get some help.
All right. Is this empty? I might be out of this yellow. If so, could be a problem. Nice, Don. Oh, my goodness. There was lots of yellow in there. Whoopsies. Whoopsies. I screwed that up. I screwed that up. Oh, boy. Here I go screwing things up again. Turtles, buttholes, thumbs. That's all I want. That's all I want. Come on. Give them to me.
And it's gone.
And it's gone. Your new channel? Yeah, it's been doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Okay, let's see. I need... I need to shuffle some things around here. I need to get these brushes out of the water. Oh, man. Whew. So many burps. And Shayna, that can get frustrating, but trust me, just stick with it. Stick with it. You'll have a breakout day. It'll happen. Trust me. These are all still really dirty. I might need to take them to the sink. Yeah, Ronnie, I put a video on my personal channel just so I could remix it for Precious Juggalos. And just my luck, the video I put on my personal channel did a lot better, like really, really better than the Precious Juggalos version. And I picked up a lot of subs on my personal channel that I never really meant to get. Really weird. Really weird. Never really meant that to happen. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Oh, long bones. What do you think of that, bud? Look at that. That's successful dry brushing that we're doing there. That's actually happening. I usually screw it up. That's actually working. Functional dry brushing. Yeah, dry brushing is nice. It just does a really good job of picking up all the little details that you can miss when it's just all black on black. I was kind of hoping this would work out. Although now I'm debating. I used a different hue of yellow than I used on her body. I'm kind of debating if that was the right move or not. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Is he live right now? I went to check if he was live and he wasn't. Because I didn't want to, step on him. Oh, just in general, yes, he is very much killing it. Yeah, he's making quite the name for himself in the art community, which is good. Yeah, you like that, Long Bones? Look at that. A little bit of dry brushing, it really just pops everything. I like that a lot. So now the question is, I want to tie. Yeah, gold would look cool. That's true. Okay. Man, now I've got so much yellow in my little tub over here. I dumped a ton of it. And dry brushing really doesn't take much yellow. Let's think about this. Is there anything else? Oh, Maddie. Thank you. I appreciate that. I think that's the first time I've seen that name in the chat. Woo! Thank you for coming in with such a nice thing to say. Hope you're having a good Saturday, Maddie, and welcome in. Maddie, what we're painting here, I don't know how familiar you are with Insane Clown Posse, but this is a statue of Lilith, a depiction of Lilith that we're painting in the style of the album or Joker card of the Ringmaster from Insane Clown Posse. I need to associate some black with her. Her hair, we're definitely going to do black. That's a given. We can do that without even thinking about it too hard. Later, Don. Hope you have a great day. Enjoy that Texas Roadhouse, sir. Enjoy that Texas Roadhouse. Ah, you're going to go see your sister?
Good
That's
job,
awesome.
Shovel.
Thank you. Why
Love you.
not? Thanks, man. That's awesome, Maddie. I'm going to see some of my family today, too. I'm going to see my cousin. My cousin's daughter is having a wedding shower. And me and my family were invited, so we're going to go see my cousin's daughter, which probably means I'm going to see my cousin, so that's cool. And I will probably also see my parents, I'm guessing, which is always a nice thing. So I might have a nice little family day myself today, I hope. And even if I don't, it'll be nice to see my cousin's daughter. She's a cool kid. She's a grown-up. She's a kid in my mind. I mean, she is getting married, so there is that. She's actually an artist too. She's really, really good. She works in a lot of different medias. She's really good at portraiture. I'm not. I'm really good at just painting trash. Oh my god. You are a monster, Kendra. Yeah. Yeah, Crystal, I've got two loving and supportive parents. In fact, my mom sources a lot of the pieces that I paint. She's always been super supportive. So yeah, Pops. So it's not a bridal shower; it's a wedding shower. So it's including my cousin's daughter's soon-to-be husband. I'm just gonna call her my cousin. It doesn't matter. So yeah, my cousin's fiance will be there. I had a wedding shower too. It's for a group of people that my wife or fiance at the time did not know, but they were friends of my family and supporters of me in my short life at that point. Now they know my wife and love my wife more than me. But yeah, they wanted to throw a shower, but because they didn't really know my wife, they wanted me there, so we had a wedding shower instead of a bridal shower. And it was nice, it really was. Yeah, Ronnie, I should probably have a shower before the shower. A pre-shower shower, as it were. I do smell like a burn barrel right now. Ronnie, FYI, your flippin' Canadian smoke is in my neighborhood again. If you could please hop in your truck, drive down here, gather up all this smoke and take it home with you, that would be great. It's not very pleasant to breathe outside right now. But I ended up burning some stuff in our burn barrel because, hey, why not? You know, neighborhood's already full of smoke. Might as well add to it. No, I don't want those either, Ronnie. No deal. No deal. It's not a trade, Ronnie. Both of the things originated from you. I need you to take them back. Take it back. Well, there you go, Pops. I'll be honest, a lot of times I just kind of get in a rhythm and I forget to shower. And a lot of it is, you know, I work at a desk primarily at this point in my life, so I don't necessarily get down and dirty like I used to. And when you get down and dirty in your job, you always think about, I can't wait to get home and take a shower and get all this stink off of me. Yeah, I don't really have that thought right now with the job, the work I do. So yeah, sometimes I just kind of forget to take a shower.
I
Gross.
suggest you let that one marinate.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem, Ronnie. I let it marinate too much. I let myself marinate. Yeah, the black hair. I think... Oh. I think one thing we'll do to kind of make this pop a little bit, I'll probably do a matte finish over the whole piece and then do a gloss varnish on Lilith's hair and her crown to let it just have a little bit of sheen. Did they get the pipes fixed yet? Yes, Kendra, they did. Our water is back on. It was actually back on a few hours earlier than we anticipated, which is nice. The guys, in spite of the heat and the disgusting smoke, thank you, Canada, the crew stayed out and they powered through, and they got the busted sewer pipe replaced. The weird thing is, and I don't know if I should contact anybody about this, but I told you all before that I had seen it bubbling up through the street in several places, right? Like, there was like one big major source that was coming through the road, and then there were several others to the side that were smaller. What's weird... no, that didn't happen. That did not happen, but that would have been interesting. So the repairs that they did to the road, and the portion of the road that they tore up, was over where all the smaller, whatever's, little geysers or whatever you want to call them, had pushed their way through the pavement on the road. And obviously it worked because it's not bubbling crude anymore through the road. But the biggest part of the geyser was under a portion of the road that they did not tear up. And it doesn't look like they plan on repairing it. So there's a lot of busted up asphalt where it was bubbling up to more towards the middle of the road. And it's just sitting there. So I don't know what that's about. And like I said, I don't know if I should call and be like, hey, I still kind of feel like there might be a sinkhole here. This might be a problem. I don't know. I'm not an engineer or anything, but I know how water works. Yeah, Ronnie. It's also a little awkward because I work for the same city. Actually, it's really weird. Our city and county are actually unified. The city of Kansas City, Kansas is basically as big as the county of Wyandotte County, Kansas. So instead of having a duplication of services, they combined the city and county governments into one government. So anyway. So yeah. The fact that there were city employees, county employees, working on my road, I kind of felt like I needed to go down and be like, hey boys, I get the same paycheck you do. Can you please take better care of us? No, didn't have to boil our water pops because it wasn't the supply, it was the sewage that was broken. Yeah, so there's that. And I guess that's a good thing that we weren't under a boil order. That would have sucked. They did have the supply turned off, though, while they were working on the sewer line. Which also sucks. I don't know if you've ever had your city, the full, a block or two worth of city water turned off. But when they turn it back on, there get to be a lot of bubbles in the system. And they come out through your sink. And it can be pretty lively. We're really starting to see what this is going to look like once it's all said and done. Starting to get an idea. Ooh, well water. Did you get lucky and is your well not like full of like sulfur and weird stinky stuff? There's a lot of people here in Kansas that I've known that have well water, and for whatever reason sulfur is all about it. I mean, Crystal, it's a pretty big city. I would actually kind of say the opposite. The bigger the city is, the more I think it makes sense for the city and county to combine. Because the city's footprint, as it is bigger, the footprint gets bigger. To where it potentially fills the county footprint like ours does. But, you know, I don't know. Really kind of depends on how the budgets are built. And our city and county is very poor, so the budgets are built like hot garbage. Nobody pays their taxes around here. Okay, so we've got a Lilith that's pretty well painted out. Yeah, I think so too, Ronnie. I think so too. I still feel like we need some kind of a black detail on her. Something on the belly, like something tribal. Well, that's easy. Look for the river. Although we do have more than one river. But yeah, there's a river that separates us. There are some confusing parts of the border between the two cities and the two states, for that matter. Because, you know, rivers are wild. So, hey, Lows and Loud, what's up?
Woo woo!
We are talking about all things local, city government, and now we're talking about borders. Super interesting topics of conversation on a Saturday. But yeah, the Missouri River, for example. If you, yeah. We did, yeah. We talked about trucking. We had a funeral for a bird. It's been quite the day. What am I saying? Oh yeah, the river, the Missouri River. If you look at the Google image of the border of Kansas and Missouri up around Kansas City, the river valley is very wide. And the Missouri River is kind of, has kind of been squished into a very specific part of a, it's a joke, Crystal. It's a line from The Office. But yeah, because the river would move its banks from time to time over the years while the state's borders were established, they established the border at the river and then put that, like, surveyed that, marked it on the map, and then the river shifted. And then we tamed the river, so now the border is here, but the river is actually over here in some parts. It's real weird. So yeah, that gets a little confusing. But that's in an area of Kansas City that most people will never be in. It's called the Bottoms. The river bottoms. So yeah, as a tourist, you shouldn't ever really be confused. It's pretty simple. And a lot of cities are like that, you know. They were established on a river. because rivers were pretty important to humanity in its time. All right, give me a minute here. I'm just going to stare at Lilith and think, okay? Is there any, like, iconography?
My God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. Everybody stay calm. What's
Ronnie.
the procedure? Stay calm. Wait. Everybody, calm down. No.
Whew, you got me. Oh, nice, Lows and Loud. That'll be a good episode. So yeah, tune in to Lows and Loud tonight. They'll be live streaming, and they'll have the third unofficial member of the super famous Fun Time guys tonight. What time is that planned for? What am I doing? I'm looking up. It's off camera, and I look like I'm looking at my crotch, but I'm looking at my phone. ICP Ringmaster. There you go. Thank you for that, Ronnie. 7 Central. So there you go. If you're an Eastern person, that'll be 8 p.m. So yeah. There you go. There's your plan for the evening. Go watch Lows and Loud podcast in 5 hours. Okay, what am I doing? Images, dum-dum. Ooh. So basically, just so you guys kind of know my process here, I'm trying to think of some kind of oh yeah, no worries. My pleasure. And what am I doing tonight? I'll try to be there. I've got a wedding shower that I'm going to. And it's a family thing, so it starts at 4, but you know how it is. I don't know how late I'll be, and it's kind of far away. But if I can be there, I'll be there. 1,000%. Stupid! Ring that! Oh, I'm an idiot. Yep. Okay, here's what we're doing. Here is what we're doing. We're going to give her a belly tattoo. We're going to give her a belly tattoo, and we're going to try real hard, real extra hard, not to screw this up. Okay? So yeah, this is basically what I'm looking at, right? This kind of lettering. I don't know if I want to arch it. I don't think I can, Hey, Jaybird! My boy Jay.
Woo, woo.
Right. Yeah, I don't know if I can arch it. I don't know if I have the skill set for that. But yeah, if we just did the Ringmaster lettering across her belly, I think that would be pretty badass. It's going to have to be small and remain readable. You know what's going to have to happen? Okay? What's going to have to happen, gang? First things first. Oh, Jay. Jay's having himself a nice little time. You're at the pool. What pool are you at, man? Oh, and also Jay. Jay, I saw the announcement, and I meant to send my condolences. I saw that your dog park is closing. So I don't know what your crew of Hellraisers is going to do now. Los. Downtown. Is there another one downtown? Wait. See? I don't know. You live in a world that I just am not part of, Jay. Oh, you'd already moved on. Really? So were they declining? Is that part of the reason for the closing? All right, so the other thing we need to do, it's too bad our buddy Los isn't here. It's one of his favorite things. Are you ready? Oh, see, Jay, I just saw the article about it shutting down. I didn't know, you know. I also didn't really care. But, yeah, I didn't know if maybe there had been a decline of services, as it were. Perhaps. Perchance. Oh. Did I ever charge the batteries? Is the light on? No, it's not. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. I never charged the batteries, guys. Oh, I am the worst. I am the worst. Okay. Alright, so... don't mind me. I'm going to have to go into my head here. This is going to get a little intense. Well, first, let's count the letters here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so M and A are in the center. M and A are in the center. Yeah, my head. Jay knows. Jay knows. That's too much. What the heck? What the... Alright, hold on. This paint got all clumpy. You know, I probably ought to use a higher quality paint. 1 second. I've got a better black. Oh, yeah, long bones. I've been playing with this stuff. This is Liquitex. I'm really impressed with this stuff. It's kind of more gelatinous, which is good. Not as liquidy. Yeah, I like the way it moves. Before we dive in too far, let's drink a little bit more here. All right, here we go. The rubber really hits the road here. Really hits the road. What's up, Liv? Liv, I owe you a whoop whoop. I'm kind of in the middle of something. I guess I just gave you one with my mouth, though. Hey, whoop whoop, Liv. That's what I said. That's all I said. Never mind. Don't listen to me. don't listen to this guy. Longbones, what do you think of this idea? This is gonna get intense, dude. It's gonna get real intense. Oh, yeah, that's actually not a bad idea, Ronnie. That's not a bad idea at all. That's why I keep you around. Good old Ronnie with the 5-pounder. He knows what I'm talking about. Full of the best ideas. Over here. Yeah, I know. I know what you meant. I know what you meant. And I agree with you, Ronnie. I should work on that. That'd be a good thing. That would help me out. Okay, I don't know how good you guys can see any of this, if at all. Really kind of not cognizant of the camera right now. But I'm sure y'all understand why. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. This does not suck. This could be pretty dang cool. Yeah, Ronnie, I cannot use that. Yeah. The talk to text is a very cool thing, a cool gimmick, but you and I both know that you can't trust the average person with that kind of power. Shoot, you can't trust me with it. I myself am the biggest abuser of his talk to text feature. Oh, I'm eating so much Liquitex right now. Oh. $11 burps already. Nice, nice. We're on a good burp streak right now. That's that Taco Bell. Okay, what was the A like? Okay, I gotta do kind of like an arrowhead. And then kind of a smaller arrowhead at the bottom. Whoa, what was that sound? Oh, my headphones might have just died. Hang on everybody, my headphones just died. What a terrible, least opportune time for that to happen. Give me 1 second. Okay. Thankfully, I kept my classic wired headset. So let me plug these in, get these charging. No, I'm back. I'm back. My ears are back. I can hear everything. Or go ahead. Go ahead. I didn't hear that at all. Go ahead, Jay. Ooh, that's louder. That's much louder. Yeah, Jay, what is the tea? I'd like to hear this, Jay. It's true. And then I usually touch him in an intimate way and it makes him uncomfortable. Jeez, Doc. I thought didn't or no, we just talked about this the other day. Oh, it doesn't make you uncomfortable. That took me a second, Jay. I didn't know what you were talking about. The heck is this guy talking about? Yeah, if you're not already, don't be afraid to hit the old subscribe or follow button, depending on which platform you're on. Also, if you're on YouTube, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Please and thank you. I would appreciate you for it. That's, that's just how I grow my channel, that's all. Uh-oh. Ronnie's out. Doc is off to get himself a rooster. I just ate more paint than I needed to. I'd already tuned my brush. I don't know what I was thinking. Good grief, Doc. And that is small, he says. Doc, is the goal eggs or meat? Or both, I guess. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm getting sore. This is wearing me out. This is wearing me out. My posture is terrible for this. Oh, nice! Doc, did we ever talk about this? I was in 4-H back in the day. It's a great program. Why? Ugh. Okay. Okay. All right, let's take a little break. I'm gonna drink a little Taco Bell Mountain Dew with a splash of Baja Blast. Gonna relax my eyes and my hand a little bit. I only have 2 letters left to go, but I'm really kind of struggling with it, and I don't want to screw it up. FFA is another good program, Mikey. I never did FFA. Oh shoot, it's going uphill, isn't it? It's going uphill. Can you all see that? Alright, can I hold it dead steady. Yeah, the angle. Dadgummit. What do I do? I'll try to float the R and I down a little bit. Your phone did that. Oh. The small A? Oh, yeah. FAA. It just hit me. Yeah, Mikey, that is a thing. That is a thing. YouTube has been exceedingly laggy lately. I've noticed that as a streamer and as a watcher. And that's frustrating in both regards. Oh, gosh. Oh. All right. Okay, here we go. Are we ready? Get my lighting back down here. Just need to do an R and an I, and my phone just locked. Okay, R and I. Gotta tell you though, this Liquitex Black is incredible. Okay. Now an R. Dang it. Yep, I am definitely getting tired. Definitely running out of steam. This is some heavy lifting on some small painting. Forgot how much this sucked. I haven't done small painting in a minute. Oh, Mikey, I actually went out and scored some firework myself. I was out sending out the Labubus. So I ran by the grocery store that is my best source. Yeah, Doc, remember when I addressed that earlier in the episode? Oh, wait, you weren't here. Doc? That's right, you weren't here. Where were you, Doc? Just kidding. Yeah, Doc. I've been running myself ragged, so we're not worried about that today. Lafufus? Are they the bag clip ones or the keychain ones? No, no. Mikey. That's like 3 different things. Yeah, Doc, the Lafufus. Okay, so they're like the 7-inch, like this size, right? The 6 or 7-inch, whatever that is. That's not bad. That's not bad. Are their eyes printed, or are they better than printed? Because there's like very foo-foo Lafufus, and then there's slightly better Lafufus. I guess it really doesn't matter. For $10. Is it, Doc, is it like an infinite supply? Eyes are painted on. Yeah, duh. Yeah, okay, okay. Oh yeah, I did burp. I did burp. Can I do my own command? Ba 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 da ba da ba. B-U-R-B. Boop. Doc. Alright. Can you shoot me a picture, Doc? Just so I can kind of see the quality. If you have a picture. Or, do you want to be an intermediary, or do you want to just pass me off to the source? It's up to you. I don't, you know, it's your relationship. I don't want to, whatever. You know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying. Meanwhile, how does this work? Gosh, that's such a weird... How does that look? It looks like the R's are on the same level. So I ended up arching it unintentionally. Cool, thanks, Doc. I appreciate that. I mean, it is very clearly Ringmaster. Yeah, Mikey. Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting a obnoxious demand for Labubu. To the point where people are even saying, I don't even care if it is Lafufu, I'll take it. So, so yeah. Thank you, Doc. Seriously, thank you for sourcing that out for me. That takes some stress off of me. Yeah, that one gets it.
Run.
That's the thing about Lilith, though. I'm not so sure she'd be interested in you, Doc. She just might decline you. How about that? How about that? How about them apples? Okay, so let's just switch everything we're doing here. I think I'm done painting. I don't think I can paint anymore. Doc, do you need to leave, or can we talk for a second? I don't know. I don't know. I'm used to it. Okay, so on the Labubu topic, can I bounce some things off of y'all's heads? Because I mean, everybody that's here, I respect your opinions, and we've done this before, and you guys always do right by me. Doc has to go. Okay. The chickens. Okay. Cool. Send pictures of the chickens too. All right. So in spite of Doc, I'll still talk to whoever's left. On the topic of Labubus. Okay. So the pair that I recently sold, and there's no shame in this. It is what it is. The prices are public. Later, pops. So I sold them for $100 a piece, right? The Jay and Shaggy that I recently painted that are official Labubus, like not Lafufus. They're not knockoffs. They are legitimate Labubus. And our resident Labubu professional that commissioned me for the first one that I painted, he was kind of hinting at 100 was a little low. Obviously, demand is there. I'm kind of feeling like my pricing structure might need to change a little bit, especially if we're getting into the Lafufu market. I feel like, oh, that is good. Yeah, keep it coming with the thumbs. I appreciate that. I don't feel like I could sell a painted Lafufu for $100. That feels wrong somehow. But I also feel like a official Labubu for $100 painted is perhaps a little low. So just bouncing this off you guys, okay? And I know that none of you guys are really like Labubu collectors or anything, so you don't really care. But you're kind of seeing what the market is. So like a Lafufu for $10. Hey, Tabacho Prime, actually, I'm glad you're here, because you might be able to help with this conversation. I'm trying to like talk through my Labubu Lafufu pricing scheme right now. Just sold those two for $100 a piece. Labubus, official Labubus, real Labubus. Yeah, Pops, that's kind of what I'm feeling. So if I sell a painted Lafufu, you see I can get it for $10 a pop. Painted and sold out the door, call it 75, maybe. And then Labubus, you know, it makes me feel really skeevy, but it is what it is. It's the market. How much do the boos cost? Good question. So, yeah. So in full transparency, the best price I've been able to find for Labubus is right around 35, but that is very hard to find, and you can't find a lot at that price. You know, it's basically, and you have to worry about it. Is it real or not? But they range up to like $75, $100 for just a plain Labubu, right? The average, I would say, is probably more in the market of $50, $60 for an unopened box Labubu. So, you know, just taking into consideration costs and everything, because I got lucky on the two that I bought. Just to be clear, I bought those at $35 a pop. So I got lucky with those. So selling them at $100 after painting them, you know, I did all right by myself. Yeah. And that's the weird thing, Tabacho Prime. So I need to watch Whatnot. But it makes me nervous, dude. You know, it makes me nervous. If I could source them for 15 to 18 on Whatnot, you know, I'd be about it. Do they have their tags, or are the tags cut? Or I mean, I guess you're not really paying attention, because that affects value too. This little tag thing. Some people, when they get them, they cut that tag off because they are kind of unsightly, but obviously that ruins value. Yeah, so they do breaks. Yeah. Because, yeah, sometimes those breaks you can get really, really lucky. There's some, like, chase variants that are stupid money. But yeah, I kind of want to buy them by the case, which there's 6 in a case. Cases are, if the source I found is true, I can get a case for like $250 for 6 of them sealed. I don't know. I would hope tags would still be on. I don't know. It's such a weird. I never intended to be in this market, dude. It's so, I don't know anything about it. I'm learning a lot, but I don't. There's one thing about the human brain, It can only hold so much information. Aw, that's sweet, Doc. Because she was saying goodbye to her rooster. Yeah. Chickens have some really neat personalities. Sometimes, not always. Sometimes chickens are real boring. But some chickens are real fun. I wonder who sells wholesale. Probably not Big Bad Toy Store. Yeah, that's kind of what I've been trying to find myself, Tabachua Prime. Finding a wholesale source. Because you know that Whatnotters obviously have found that. To be able to sell what they are for the prices they are. Or resellers in general. I don't know. I need to keep poking around at that. The fact of the matter is, though, I don't really intend on really caring about Labubus. Do you think so, Mikey? I don't know. There's some people that are real sticklers, like actual collectors. And it seems that I've kind of tickled the fancy of some actual collectors. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to help me out in that regard, Tabachua Prime, I would appreciate it. I'll take care of you. Doc is kind of doing the same thing for me. Which I gotta say that's a interesting and beautiful circumstance that has grown out of what this is, where you know, these few people that I've just met randomly online, that we've built these relationships. Yeah, Tabachua Prime. Yeah. Yeah, collectors go crazy for very niche things. Yeah. And that's what I think, Doc, too. And Mikey, that is true as well. Yeah. Okay. Do I typically have a set markup? So, Crystal, I don't have like a percentage necessarily in mind. I'll be honest, I've kind of been ruined. I've been very, very lucky, and a lot of my precious moments have been, you know, if not free, only a couple dollars cost. Don't hate me when you start doing the math and think about my profit margin there, please. Yeah, don't hate me. But yeah, because of that, it's hard for me to spend. Well, but it's not that they have to be Juggalos, Mikey. They are Labubu collectors. And so when they see a professionally rendered, very unique Labubu, they get excited to be able to own the thing that nobody else can, that they can have in their collection and say, yeah, but do you have this? So there is that. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, Bufu. Anyway, so yeah, Crystal, I don't have like a, I mean, obviously, I don't want to make less than 40% profit. You know, it's just bad business to make less than that, but preferably, and it's kind of hard because it's very dependent on, it's not time necessarily for me, it's effort that I put into a piece. Sometimes I can repaint and do a thing like, you know, really, really fast. I could bust something out in an hour that has a lot of crazy details or crazy elements to it. So it can look like I don't have a lot of time invested, but it's because the skill set I've built over time has made it possible for me to knock that out. Well, I give you a family rate, Longbones. Yeah. But I do try to be fair. What I am charging you is not too far off what I'm charging other people. I'm just willing to do a little extra for you because I like you, Longbones. But yeah, I don't know, the value, putting value on the things that I do is sometimes really hard for me, Crystal, to be honest, because some of the pieces I really pour myself into, and some of them I don't, but people connect with the ones that I didn't try so hard on. Like, for example, the cowboy one that I painted a couple Saturdays ago, I think it was, for the Gathering of the Juggalos, with the two mice that I painted the faces onto. I painted it pretty quickly, and it's very basic, just face paints. But people freaked out about that one, so, you know. So yeah, so I don't. Yeah, the value is weird because demand is also kind of wanders in the conversation too, i.e. Labubus. I don't know, and I will say to be fair, it is hard to paint these. It is really hard to paint these. The face shape is very weird for one. So the real estate that you have available to apply the paint to is disproportionate, so you don't have all of this that you usually have on a Labubu. So it makes it hard to do, especially shaggy. But what's really hard about painting these things is all this fuzz. The fact that I'm able to get a clean line and not have a bunch of paint in the fur. I think if you would look at a bunch of hobbyists that are painting this, they probably have some pretty messed up borders. I feel like that's where again, I feel weird calling myself like a pro, but I think that's where I separate myself from the pack. Yeah, it's true, Crystal, too. It's not just fun and games at this. Well, I shouldn't say that. It is. This is funny. This is funny, and it does make me laugh, and it brings me joy to look at this stupid face. It is funny. So it is fun and games, but it's also something that I want to become my professional livelihood. You know, potentially. An amateur pro, yeah. Yeah, the only reason why I stand out is there aren't that many. I don't have competition. There are much better artists than me, but they don't do what I do. So I look good in the pack because the pack is small. Yeah. Right, Tabachua Prime. That's where I'm at. That's why I want to strike while the iron's hot, because these are the next Beanie Baby. It's going to fall off hard quickly, and they will have zero value, and we all know that. It's just the nature of the market. So yeah, I do want to be on top of it. Yeah, but Doc, the Beanie Babies. I think people remember the Beanie Babies as being a flash in the pan. It went long enough that, you know, McDonald's got involved with it. Beanie Babies lasted for like 5 years, maybe more, of its crazy popularity. So, not really, Pops. People think they are, but they're not. Kind of like Precious Moments. Anyway, I'm rambling, and we're talking ourselves into corners here, but yeah, and I think it is. I think we're nearly peaked on Labubu right now. So yeah, I think again, once I get back from the gathering, I think I'm gonna kind of switch a lot of. I'm gonna retool myself and lean into Labubu a bit more. Yeah. Yeah, actually, Doc, I had somebody message me asking me about painting, was it Sunny Angels? I can't remember. I'm not going to look it up. It'll take too much time. They basically look like Kewpie dolls. Is that Sunny Angels? Is that the same thing? And they're from California, so obviously they're on ahead of the trend. Anyway. But yeah, I don't know. I also don't want to chase trends too much as a business model. You know? Just retooling myself. Tabachua Prime, if you source some for me, then that could be something we could work out too, as like a trade where I could paint one and it'd be yours and keep the rest or whatever, you know, whatever would be fair in the situation. If we could go that route, that's a possibility if you're into that. Anyway, I gotta go get ready for this wedding shower. Yeah, I know, Tabachua. Yeah. It is. And yeah, all right. Anyway, I'll keep talking and it'll just get worse. All right. I love you guys. Thank you for hanging out. We're not quite done with Lilith, I don't think. So Longbones, give me at least another day and I'll keep plugging away at her, but she is looking pretty dang good right now, I gotta say. After adding that Ringmaster to her belly, oh man, that was the detail. That's the detail it needed. I like it a lot now. I'm feeling good about this Lilith. But yeah, I love you guys. I thank you so much for hanging out with me. Will I stream tomorrow? Maybe not. I don't know. I'm about 50-50 on that right now. But I'll definitely be back Monday either way. You know the schedule, same Jug time, same Jug channels. And I look forward to seeing you guys then. So thanks for engaging me in this weird little conversation here at the end. And thanks for watching me in this weird little painting that we did today. And every day for that matter. Thanks for being my precious weirdos. You guys are awesome. So yeah, I love you guys. I'll see you all later. Don't do anything stupid, and yeah, nothing really else to say, but simply bye.
It's another Juggalos piece done in this beautiful dungeon. Shovel's day for another masterpiece done. Would you be back tomorrow? Could you be back tomorrow? Much clown love to everyone. And goodbye, till we come back again. Could we come back again? Woo, woo, woo.
Wait, is that theme music? Credits? What are you guys doing? Why are you here? The show's over. Get out of my dungeon, you bunch of weirdos.